Make sure you follow me on Twitch for live interactive gameplay. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Bigfry, and we're taking a look at a Kickstarter today, which is something we don't usually do that often, but I do want to bring some awareness to this Kickstarter. It is called Session. It's being put on by Creature Studios, and this is a return to form skateboarding title. So you guys can see the gameplay here. They actually have a demo up on their Kickstarter right now, and it might remind you of the old skate games last generation on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and it has a lot of similar aesthetic to skate. They're doing something a little bit different in the controls that we're going to get into in a little bit. I want to talk about the Kickstarter, what they're asking, what the goals are, and let's just get into it. So they're asking for $80,000 Canadian, which in my opinion is pretty low when you're talking about game development. As you guys can see in this tech demo, it does seem like they kind of are pretty far along. They could go into alpha very soon and just start creating content and getting the controls refined, the animations and all that stuff. They're actually pretty far ahead of what a lot of Kickstarters do. So $80,000, it's still a little low to me, but they're already, at the time of recording this, $59,000. This is the second day. They have 28 days to go. They're crushing it. They are going to hit their goal, hands down, guaranteed. The biggest thing that they're promoting here is their dual stick control system, very intuitive. So if you look on the screen here, they actually have a controller demo here. Your right foot is controlled by the right stick, and your left foot is controlled by the left stick. If you're on, there's two different configurations of controls, but that's a basic way to do it. So you can pull down with the right stick, kick up with the left stick, and then kick flip over. And it's a little bit different. If you guys remember Skate, you had to like pull down on the stick and then swish and flick, little Harry Potter reference there, to get your kick flips off and stuff like that. But the thing is about this is now you are using your triggers to turn left and right. And there has been a huge debate on their Reddit, and just everyone is talking about whether or not the controls are hardwired into us, that we have to turn on the left stick, or if this is just something we have to get used to. I myself am not a fan of the controls in terms of the trigger turning. I feel like holding down on the stick and kick flipping over, that feels really good, and I understand what they're trying to do. But when I'm hardwired for 25 years turning and controlling characters on the left stick, and then to have a complete switch up like that and put it on the triggers, the control system is no longer intuitive to me. It's no longer streamlined to where everybody's brain is wired one way and this is now switching it up. Is this a good switch up? In my opinion, it's not. And I hope that they refine and tweak this system so that it actually works and you can control your character in an easier way. The triggers just don't work. They just don't. Some people are saying out here, I'm a skater. I know, I understand left and right triggers make sense. I don't understand how being a real skateboarder correlates to understanding the control system. To me, it just feels clunky. Turning your character with the triggers is something that needs to be fixed. The joystick control is something really good though, and I've been trying to come up with a control scheme of myself that would actually work, and it's very tough with what they're trying to do. I get what they're trying to do with the left and right foot. I think that's a great idea, but the trigger system is just, it's not there. They do have a video and editor system because they say that filming is always a big part of the skateboarding culture, and I actually agree with that. A lot of skate videos back in the day, this needs to be there, especially if you have the ragdoll physics when you crash and stuff like that. It's going to make for an amazing community of clips, and I'm glad that they actually added that in. They also have a day and night cycle, which I mean is pretty much basic at this point in time. They said that they originally worked on this in Unity. Apparently Unity didn't work out. They jumped over to Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine physics engine didn't do what they needed to, so they have rewrote the physics from scratch. So if you guys see some little wonky things with the animations or how the skateboard's interacting, it's a tech demo right now. But the fact that they're rewriting what they need to make this game work, phenomenal. Like, I have no question about the dedication to this title. When I hear a story like that, like they worked on Unity for a long time, realized they weren't getting the results out of the engine that they needed to, and made an executive decision to switch, and had the technical know-how to do it, I'm impressed. Now here's the thing, if they hit their initial goal, you have basically a game with maps that you can run around in, film in, and it's a single player experience. The stretch goals, they have a lot of cool stretch goals, customization of the characters, mini ramps, new areas like city hubs that you can go into. The one that I'm actually looking forward to is online multiplayer. $360,000 Canadian. I want that. Online multiplayer in Skate was awesome. Running around and playing horse and stuff like that and just doing trick lines and see who could score the best. That is the peak of Skate for me. So when I see online multiplayer, 360,000, I'm going to do my best to promote this, and maybe there's a lot of Skate fans in the community that want to jump on that haven't heard about this. This needs to be hit. 360,000 to me is the baseline goal to even bring this in the same realm that Skate was in. Now, one thing I will say, their Kickstarter is very well presented. They have the graphics and the info that you need to know what you're getting into. They have a fucking tech demo that you can jump into. I'm very impressed with the way they put this together, but the biggest confusion comes from their donation tiers. So if you jump in at $5, you pretty much know what you're getting. $20, they have early bird. But I want to go through and just talk about their timeline as well as the rewards. So I jumped in at the $60 pledge. I'm going to be completely open with you guys and tell you that this is a project that I actually put my money behind, so I'm not just talking out my ass. I jumped in at the early grab. So what this gives you is a complimentary Steam Early Access key or an Xbox Game Preview token, because they're developing it for Xbox as well. And then you get everything in the Tray Flip tier, which is the one above it. So the Tray Flip tier contains alpha and beta, and everything in the half cab tier, which is above that. So you get access to monthly stream development updates, download development and prototype builds, PC only, and you have access to the private developer forum. Now, that would make sense if basically everything in the early grab is everything above it, but people are jumping in at the $40 price tag and grabbing the half cab or the half cab early bird, which is $35, so you get a little bit of a discount. And that'd be cool. If you scroll down and look at the timeline, though, it appears, the way they have it written, the half cab tier, which is the $40 version, gets access to the game or the builds before the early access, early grab tier. And this is where I'm a little bit confused. I paid a higher tier to access the game in Q2 2018. Somebody could come in and pay $40 and get access to all the builds and all that stuff in Q1. Now, I don't understand. I feel like if we got the early grab tier, I feel like we should get access to the builds, and maybe you do. But I don't, like, I've never seen a Kickstarter run like this. It's just not very well explained. There's a lot of confusing elements. So what I will say is, if you guys do back, make sure you know exactly what you're getting. I'm a little bit confused by it. And if this is the case, like, I want to do the early grab and the half cab so I can get in as fast as I possibly can, jump in, try the controls, try all the changes, and then get the game. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be a tier for both of it. It's very confusing to me. So just make sure you guys know what you're getting. What I will say is I'm pretty happy that they're almost hitting their goal on the second day. I just wanted to bring awareness to it and let you guys know that this is something, because I was a huge Skate fan back on the PS3. I played Skate and Skate 2. Funny thing, I skipped Skate 3 because I felt like they were going to start milking the franchise. And I was like, you know what, I'm not going to get this one, I'll just get the next one. And then the next one never happened. So, I mean, hindsight, I probably should have played Skate 3 knowing that it would be the last one, but you didn't really realize it. I was like, you know what, there's a lot of games coming out when Skate 3 was coming around. I'm going to skip this one and I'll just pick up the next one. And then, it just never happened. So I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass that I didn't spend more time in the franchise than I could have. But Skate is one of the best franchises, the best IPs to be created last generation. And I'm glad that there's a lot of people out here who feel the same way. Like, there's already 1,300 backers on this Kickstarter in 2 days. It's obvious that people want it. I'm actually really surprised that EA hasn't jumped a new studio onto it, but I guess they just don't see the money here. I do. I see the potential, and I'm willing to back something like this. It's $60. if I can get in and get some development builds and play a little bit around, I think I'll get my money out of it. If you guys want to try the demo or check out the Kickstarter, the link to that Kickstarter is down in the description below. If you guys want to try it out, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Use the keyword session, hashtag that shit, and let me know what you guys think of the game, the Kickstarter, the studio, all that stuff. Let's have a conversation. This is the return of Skate, hopefully. My name is Bigfry. Shout out to everyone who has been supporting the channel. If you guys want to check out my website, bigfry.gg, or my Patreon, the link is down below to all the social medias, all that stuff, if you guys choose to support. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.